the Los Angeles Dodgers have sadly won another World Series. And I don't know. I'm very annoyed that they actually came back. They had 3 home runs in the
Solo.
solo home runs in the 8th, 9th, and the 11th to win the game. And
You sound
yeah.
very sad.
I'm more just annoyed that they won again. But it's the first back-to-back championship in the National League since the Big Red Machine in 1975 and 1976, managed by
Sparky Anderson. Yep. Tiger
Pete
manager.
Rose. They had
Such a good team.
Such a good team. And then it's the last in the MLB since the Yankees did it, since they actually three-peated in from 98 to 2000.
Yeah, I believe they're officially a dynasty. They've got 2 world championships back to back, and then
Yep,
said
yep.
05 or 2020 they won.
Yep.
So, I mean, as far as games go, to me, this is one of the best playoffs I've seen ever, I think. And I think the World Series, if you're going to script something like this, if you were to write this is a good way to do it, because they were down in the series, not terribly behind, but they were down in the series, then came back and tied it in Game 6, which was that's another incredible game. And then Game 7, they were down a 3-run bomb by Bo Bichette, and that place went friggin' electric. It was electric because the Blue Jays jump out to a 3-0 lead. They come from behind to tie it 4-4 in the late. What is it, in the 9th, I believe?
Yeah. It was the 8th when they hit the first one, and then I was like, okay, we're fine.
And then they tied it in the 9th. And then nothing happened. The 11th, another home run.
Yep, Will Smith.
And then
White Will Smith.
And then the friggin'
not the pitcher.
Yep. There you have. And then to lose the World Series on a double. Oh my God, they had 2 guys on.
Play.
They should have won. I mean, it was a game. Baseball is a game of inches. We're going to say that a lot today, I think, but anything could have. I mean, Game 6 could have went different. Yeah.
Fucking IKF didn't get any lead, and then was out by a half a step.
Yep. Well, not only that, they had
bullshit. It's bullshit.
Could have won it in Game 6. 2 runners scored, and then they end up going back. We'll talk about that later. But my God, this game, it could have went. It was so close, which proves the Blue Jays are either a lot better than people give them credit for, or the Dodgers aren't as good as they thought, because the Dodgers were expected to win this, which they did, but they barely won it.
Shitty bullpen.
I think, honestly, they were more lucky to pull a win out than skill. Although they got a lot of good. I mean, you can't argue with Ohtani. You can't argue with Yamamoto. They did. Either one of them could have been the MVP. Obviously, Yamamoto was the World Series.
Yamamoto's postseason performance.
It was amazing.
Crazy. I just want to list it here. It's 6 games. This is overall for the whole postseason. It's 6 games, 5-1, 1.45 ERA over 37 innings, 33 strikeouts, and 0.78 WHIP. And then in the World Series specifically, he was 3-0 with a 1.02 ERA. Over 3 games. 2 of them were ones that he started. The one was a complete game.
Yep.
And 17 innings, just 2 runs, 15 strikeouts. I mean,
almost one per inning. So incredible. Which that won him the world. Well, and the third win was in relief, right? It was the first relief appearance of his career, and the guy. I mean, who better to have on the mound than that guy at that moment in time? For
and
the Dodgers.
He was going to go in the 18-inning game as well, but
he was ready. He was warming up.
Yeah, he was warming up.
But what's crazy about that is that, I mean, if that double play, if that ball would have been just out of grasp, but
2 double plays in a row and back-to-back games to end it, it's kind of crazy.
It's crazy, and we had
Mickey
runners.
Rojas catching, basically saving both games, catching the out for Game 6 and then hitting the home run in Game 7, and then catching the runner at home in the bottom half of the inning.
the emotions for not only the fans but the players were on a roller coaster because Game 7, you can't get any bigger than a Game 7 for one. Because Game 6, at least the Blue Jays had a chance. If they blew it in Game 6, they could come back in Game 7 and win it. And they jump out to a 3-0 lead. That place went nuts. Then the Dodgers come back slowly, and they end up, 3 solo home runs, end up being 4-4, and then extra innings. You can't get any better than that. The emotions were so high because the Dodgers must have thought they lost it. Then the Blue Jays must have thought they were losing control. And then the Blue Jays in the 11th inning they knocked Ohtani out pretty early for that matter. And
with the Bichette home run was when they got him out.
So they took him out, and then I'm thinking but then you got Yamamoto on the bench too. So it's never an easy night at the plate when you're facing
and
that
Tyler
Dodger
Glass
lineup.
now.
Exactly. And you got all these, I mean, God, but anyway, the ups and downs. And then you're in the 11th inning. You get 2 guys on base. They get them to second and third with only 1 out. A well-placed bunt, if it went, rolled foul and just out of reach, a well-placed bunt would have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
The inning before was there. The bases were loaded twice for once for each team. A walk would have won the World Series. A hit batter would have won the World Series. And as a matter of fact, we had a hit batter and cleared the benches early on in the game. So
that was funny.
Well, earlier in the game. But God, what a World Series! What a way to end it. I mean, if you're a LA fans right now, you're just ecstatic with back-to-back wins. But I'm thinking this is enough for the Dodgers. Next year, Tigers need to stop them. Yeah. Someone needs to stop them. But I was rooting for the Blue Jays.
Some fucking money.
I was rooting for the Blue Jays, but they had so many opportunities, and I can't say they really squandered them because, good God, they had so many records were matched or beaten in this World Series. Strikeout records, the hitting records. We got 2 players going that tied it. It's just unbelievable. And before we get too far, we did make a mistake last week. We said that there was only 1 walk-off home run and to end a World Series. There was actually 2. I can't believe we forgot about Bill Mazeroski's for the Pirates way back in the day.
1960.
Thank you, 1960. But to me, I always thought, I was getting that confused with Bobby Thompson's shot heard around the world where the Giants win the pennant. But I wasn't alive back then, so I'm just, my baseball.
Really?
Yeah, shut up. I think on that note, now that you're being mean to me, I think we might as well just get into the show. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Welcome, sports fans, to Everything Sports with Bill and Will, and we're so happy that you're joining us today. God, we got a lot to talk about, so we're going to dive right into it, but we already spoke about the World Series a little bit, but I don't think we talked enough yet about Game 6, so we're going to backtrack just a little bit. That lodged ball, there's been a lot of controversy over it. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
But there's rules, obviously, and the MLB rules. I think the Dodgers played it right, but it just sucks because that would have ended the series.
Yeah, Kike.
Right then.
I watched it back. Kike he actually just broke the record for the most amount of games played as a Dodger in postseason's history. So, Kike is very smart. He knows how to play the game, and as the ball's being hit, he sees it's lodged. He immediately throws up his hands because that means it's lodged. If you touch the ball, then the ball is live.
Right. And with the fans, because that was in Toronto, so the fans, of course, were pissed. But technically,
that is the rule.
It is the rule. And even if he could have just picked it up,
that doesn't matter.
Yeah. But 2 runners scored, and that would have won the game. And
the rule is how easily a ball might be retrieved by a fielder should not factor into the decision as whether or not to declare a ball as lodged.
And I get that, but that's such bad breaks. You got posts from the Toronto people or Toronto folks saying, why did they take our runs? Well, that's why.
Yeah.
It's a shitty ending to that, or because the Dodgers ended up coming back and winning that game. And the fact that Blue Jays could have not only won the game, but the entire World Series and be champions again. It's heartbreaking if you're Toronto fans, but they got a second chance to come back and do it again. And that's why I say the Dodgers were more lucky than good. Toronto put up a hell of a fight. They fought for 18 innings, still got on the losing side of that. They lost that game where the ball got lodged, and then they lost yesterday on a double play. It's after they had two guys on in the 11th inning, second and third, nobody out, and just a ball rolling, barely hard hit ball right at the middle. It does it.
It was a broken bat.
Well, broken, whatever, though. Still, but you're facing one of the best players in the world. You're the best pitcher right now in the World Series right now. And on to that, we got so many friggin' records that were broken in this game. And we had Trey struck out like 10 batters as a rookie.
Or whatever.
As a friggin' rookie.
Trey Savage, that's
yeah,
what it
thank you.
is.
That's right, yeah.
And
not only that, and then we got to talk about, Clayton Kershaw, Hall of Fame, outstanding pitcher. He went out as a World Series champ. Magic Johnson gets his 18th ring as a coach, as an owner, as a player.
And something I want to note here, Shohei and Yoshi played on the 2023 World Baseball Classic for Japan, and they won the championship. Then they won the World Series in 24 together, and then they won the World Series in 25 together.
Yeah,
so they won 3 straight high-profile championships in the last 3 years.
That's right.
And, yeah, it's crazy. Yoshi's also the first pitcher since Randy Johnson in 2001 for the Arizona Diamondbacks to win 3 games in the same World Series.
Yep. And, again, his first time ever in relief, and he came out with a 3rd win. And not only that, Will Smith, a player named Will Smith, has been in the last 6 consecutive World Series since 2020, so...
Yep.
Unbelievable. 2 different people, but 2 different,
there's the white Will Smith who's a pitcher, and then there's the white Will Smith who's a catcher.
Yeah, not the actor.
No, that's why I call him white Will Smith.
That's right. And not only that, the starter, Max Scherzer, former Tiger, we got to throw that out, started Game 7. He was the oldest pitcher in history to start a Game 7.
And he's the 3rd oldest player to play in a World Series Game 7. Arthur Rhodes, 42 for the 2011 Cardinals, and Enos Slaughter.
Yep. Hall of Famer.
Okay. For the 1957 Yankees. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Wow.
And then Max with his 2 different colored eyes.
You never heard of him?
No.
I failed you as a parent.
I never really watched the 50s Yankees. I watched
Me neither. I don't really
Yankees.
know his stats. I know he's a Hall of Famer,
and
though.
The 20s Yankees.
But yeah, so Max, just for anyone that cares, he's 41 years, 97 days. He's the oldest to start a World Series as a pitcher. So, you okay over there?
I accidentally closed out a tab.
Okay. Yeah, but there's we talked about Kershaw. I think postseason hits. We got records for hitting too. We got
Ernie Clement.
Yeah, 30. He had 30 hits in this postseason. Yep.
Becomes the first player in MLB history with 30 hits in a single postseason, breaking Randy Arozarena's record from 2020 when they had an extended postseason. And
right
the
on his
crazy
heels.
thing is that Vlad Jr. also had 29 hits this postseason. So the
2 people tied the record. It's incredible. Well, now the old record, because now the new record belongs to
Ernie Clement.
Thank you.
3rd baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays.
2 players going head to head in the world. I mean, again, now, and I wrote
one person, I can't remember who it was, but one of the announcers was talking shit about Ernie Clement to start this and said, no one's even heard of this guy. Yeah. People have fucking heard of him now.
Well, they also talk crap about the Blue Jays catcher, and nobody wanted him, and then all of a sudden he's a hero for him. But
Alejandro Kirk.
God, Kirk had such a good. I think what did he hit? 5 home runs in this as a catcher?
Something like that. I think it was 5.
Wow. I mean,
he good as fuck.
And I wrote a book before, but you could not script this much better than you did. Mm-hmm. Everyone's posting, and I think even MLB asked, is this the greatest World Series Game 7? And at first I would say, no, it can't be. All the history we have. But if you think about it, we got Ohtani, who's a 50-50 guy, 50 home runs, 50 steals last year. This year, the guy struck out 10 in the playoffs, and then he went and hit 3 home runs. I mean, in 2 games, he hit 5 home runs. So we're watching some of the best players on the planet right now. We're watching some of the best pitching performances on the planet. Record after record fell this World Series. And I know there's a million records in baseball. So you can come up with any obscure, the guy walked more times than it. I mean, just the lowest ERA for a guy in his whatever year. You can come up with the most obscure things, but these are some pretty big records. Now, granted, we're playing in more playoff games probably than a lot of them. And we had 18-inning game. We had an 11-inning. Oh, that's another record. Mm-hmm. The most innings in a World Series in history.
Yep.
It's the first time we hit 70 innings, and now they surpassed that yesterday. So
yeah, it was 74 innings in total, and
first time in history.
Yeah,
I don't know who cares about that record, but it's just impressive that their starters had to go 74 innings, and that's just unreal. They've they played 2 games in one day, though.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, that is just unreal. And then a second. Not only that, it's not like. This game would have been good enough if it ended in the 9th, and then to go a few extra innings.
I really wanted the Blue Jays
for 2 extra innings. Yeah, I did too. But all in all, the way it went down, both teams fought their asses off for this, and man, it was just it's pretty epic. I wanted, unless you're LA.
Oh my God! Every LA fan in the comments are
being annoying. They're being annoying. But they can be as annoying as they want. They do have bragging rights, but it's a game of inches. They were within inches of losing, then they were just barely won it, and they were more lucky.
They were just lucky.
That's right. And the Blue Jays, if you think about it, if you go back and look at this, how many times the Blue Jays got screwed by bad calls or this and that, it was so friggin' close.
I gotta post that meme last time since the Dodgers ruined baseball.
Oh, yeah. Well, think about it too. What was it? Game? I don't even remember what game it was now because there's 7 of them, but it was a bad call by the umpire to call the guy out on strikes, but it was actually everybody in the entire stadium knew it was a walk except for that umpire. You go back, clearly it's a walk. The batter starts walking, and then was it Bichette that got thrown out in the middle of the bases but anyway, it should have been a ball. He was going to second, and it's just what a bad call because it was Springer. Okay, but that could have changed the World Series. Could have ended earlier than Game 7, but either way, it's just such a bad break on their part. But again, baseball, that's the human element of the game. That's why automatic balls and strikes would probably be valuable. But at the same time, 20 years ago, they never had that either, and a bad call was a bad call. We lost a perfect game because of a bad call. Tigers did years ago, but
and they still get calls wrong.
They do, but man, and we didn't talk about this yet, but that's another thing. How close was it?
And I'm looking at it right now. The IKF had a super, super, super small lead. You can see it right here. Like, he's just not leading off the base. And, he ends up barely being out by half a step. If you get a good secondary lead there, you win this fucking game. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of ridiculous that he's been a player that consistently makes those plays. I don't know why he still has a position.
Game of inches.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know why he has a position on this championship team. Like, he was on the he was cut from the Yankees because he was too bad, and the Yankees are notorious in the last, decade and a half for mismanagement. Like, doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, and if he gets a lead at all, his foot comes off the base. So if he gets a lead or if he slides in head first there, he's safe and the Blue Jays win. Because Will Smith is standing there, his foot comes off the base, and then he barely gets it back on before he's out, you know.
Yeah, and that's why
he should have gotten a fucking lead.
Said it in the cold open and a couple times already. It's a game of inches. It would have changed the whole game. Dodgers are lucky. They got lucky this World Series on at least 2 or 3 different games. And this could have been a whole different ball game, pun intended, I guess, but heartbreaking if you're a Blue Jays fan. And we were kind of disappointed yesterday too. You look very sad. But
just annoyed.
Not as sad as Vladimir.
Yeah, he was crying. Not as sad as Jeff Hoffman.
He was heartbroken.
Yeah, his quote after the game was, "I caused everyone in here a World Series ring. I feel pretty shitty." So,
and you do, but at least
he was just mad.
Yeah, but at least it wasn't an error. That it was just a bad. I mean, you're hitting against one of the best pitchers right now in the game, if not the best. His job is to get you out. Your job is to get a hit, and they won. But and it was just horrible that it wasn't 1 out; it was 2 out. So, it happens, and you're on the biggest stage in baseball too. I mean, wow, it's sad if you're a Blue Jays fan. You're happy if you're an annoying LA fan right now, but Tiger fans are just ticked off anyway because we didn't make it in there. But at least if nothing else, it was a hell of a series, a hell of a playoff. It was one of my favorites that I've seen in a long time. I kind of and it was one of the few that I watched every single inning on that Game 7 too, because it was a Game 7. Watched every inning of Game 6. Sometimes it's just boring, but it was an exciting game all the way through. I think every pitch, because anything could happen at a moment's notice. You didn't want to get up and leave. But yeah, I think we've. There's so much more that we can get. We could talk for another hour on this, but
I do have more. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I thought I was done.
No, you're not done. Will Smith, the white Will Smith, the catcher, not the pitcher, is now second, tied with Yadier Molina, the former catcher for the Cardinals, who were a dynasty back in the day. Kind of. Not really, but kind of. They were pretty good. They were in it every now and then. They were in it like 4 times, actually. But yeah, he's now tied with Yadier Molina at 36 for the most career postseason RBIs. Jorge Posada, while playing as a catcher, Jorge Posada is number 1.
Yeah. So much happened in the series.
Yeah. Miguel Rojas is the first player in MLB history with a game-tying home run in the 9th inning or later of a World Series Game 7.
Yep.
For the Dodgers.
Yeah, this game had it all, including a bench-clearing brawl, which really didn't turn into much. No one got ejected.
It was more just fuck you, motherfucker, and then a bunch of pushing. And hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Everybody got warned. Everybody went back to their benches, but it was.
Should have saw a fight. Should have been a fight.
It had everything but the fight, actually, but it had everything else. I mean, this incredible game. I guess we should say congratulations to the Dodgers, but.
Fuck the Dodgers. Okay, I already said congratulations to them on the other platforms. Fuck them.
All right, well, okay. Well, I think we're good. Moving on. You got anything else for the...
Yes, moving on. There have been 2 players in MLB history to reach the following statistics in a single postseason: 12 extra base hits, 12 walks, and 8 home runs. There, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Shohei Ohtani in this postseason.
Wow. Moving on.
There's more. Shut up. Oh, there have been 2 games in MLB postseason history where a pitcher has struck out 10 or more total batters and struck out 5 consecutive batters while striking out 50% of batters faced while allowing fewer than 5 base runners. and earning the win. Both were by 22-year-old rookie Trey Savage in this postseason.
Good job, Trey. And, well, I don't know if it changed overnight, but Skubal was out of the playoffs early, and he still had the lead in strikeouts.
I think Blake Snell pitched yesterday, right? Did he pitch at all?
Yeah, sure.
Man. So yeah,
he was first.
Yeah, it did happen overnight. It literally did. Trey Savage and Blake Snell both passed Skubal in Game 7. Savage is at 39 and Snell was at 41. But Skubal was eliminated and the Tigers were eliminated on October 10th. It was the last time Skubal pitched. He's still third in MLB in the postseason in strikeouts.
Yeah, if Tigers would have helped him,
re-sign Skubal, you fucks, and don't trade him. Extend him.
Yeah.
You bitch.
All right.
And lastly, for MLB, so you can finally shut up about it.
Moving on.
Oh my God. Shane Bieber is the first pitcher in MLB history to miss the first 4+ months of a season on the DL/IL and win a World Series game in that same season.
Good job, Blakey.
Who the fuck is Blakey?
Blake
who? It is not Blake Snell.
Who are you talking? Oh, my ADD kicked in. I tuned out.
It's Shane Bieber.
Because this segment is going 3 hours long. We've been down here in post or pre-recording for it feels like 3 hours.
Well, it's because you have ADD and you can't focus for more than 5 seconds.
It's because you keep asking me to get up and get you shit.
I asked you for one thing while you were already getting up.
That is true. Well, I had to take a bathroom break because you've been down here for 3 freaking hours.
That is not true.
Anyway.
And you should know who Shane Bieber is. The Tigers had to face him all the time, and he kicked our ass on the Guardians.
Yeah. Well, no, I forgot who you were talking about. All right, well, good job, Shane. Actually, screw him. He beat us.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we're finally moving on to football.
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you agree?
First things first, I do want to go around the injury thing because I missed one. And we'll start with the injury, so we'll start with the bottom.
No, we're moving on.
We are moving on. We're starting with the NFL injuries.
We're moving on from there because it's...
No. Right after we were done recording last week, Cam Skattebo suffered a fibula fracture, a dislocated ligament or a deltoid ligament rupture, and a dislocated ankle.
Skattebo got a boo-boo. Is that wrong? I'm sorry. I like saying the name. That's all. We're done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm growing up.
Are you? Okay, so yeah, the Giants are gonna kind of suck because they kind of sucked before this, but he was like their one bright spot, and he's gone now. But yeah, I'm really sad. I loved watching Cam Skattebo play. He was awesome for the little bit that he's played so far this year.
Yep.
And yeah, hopefully he's back in soon. But I mean, dislocated ankle, a fibula fracture, deltoid ligament rupture, all in the same play. It was really freaking bad.
And I'm not making light of the injury because that is terrible. I don't want anybody to be injured, even if they're playing against us. I want, so hopefully he heals up very quickly.
Yeah.
Hey, sports fans, if you're in the great state of Michigan and you're in need of roofing, siding, gutters, or insulation, there's only one place to call, and that place is Excel Home Improvement out of Romulus. With over 60 years in business, they are third-generation, family-owned, and veteran-operated. They manufacture their own gutters and trim, so they're able to keep costs low while providing superior quality with unmatched service. They cover all of southeastern Michigan, including as far north as Bay City, all the way down to Monroe, and from Lansing to Port Huron. So give them a call today. That's Excel Home Improvement, 734-941-2800. And other injury-related news, we have Vikings quarterback Carson Wentz to undergo shoulder surgery, and it looks like he's going to miss the rest of the season.
Yeah. And lastly, for the injuries, Jaguars wide receiver and cornerback Travis Hunter has been placed on the injury reserve with a knee injury. He will reevaluate soon and see how long he's going to miss, because the timeline's currently unclear.
Well, and happy news, at least for the Lions fans, we got Lions extend Aiden Hutchinson in a 4-year deal for $180 million. So good for him and Lions fans.
Yeah, $140-some million guaranteed. So not too bad. Hopefully he can stay healthy. I mean, he had the one really bad injury last year.
$180 million. That'll buy a steak dinner in Detroit.
Probably. And next, the Patriots have agreed to terms with cornerback and all-pro punt returner Marcus Jones. I did not see details for that online yet. I looked through some insiders on Twitter. I couldn't find anything when I looked through. But speaking of the Patriots, they also traded safety Kyle Duggar in a 2026 7th round pick to the Steelers for a 2026 6th round pick. And this trade didn't make any fucking sense to me. It seemed like they just kind of wanted to offload Kyle Duggar, and I really liked him. I don't know why they would do that.
I don't either. I don't work for the team.
I'm going to throw you out the window. I'm going to build a window just to throw you out of it.
We got no windows down here. We're in a windowless basement surrounded by sports memorabilia. So really, this is not a dungeon. This could be heaven for some folks. We got, some sports memorabilia, but our shelves are empty. If we actually do a freaking live stream down here, then we'll have to fill it up and make it look pretty. Make it look sporty. More sporty than it is. We got a couple bookshelves, though. Some baseball cards on there, legends, magazines. It's coming along. Cool stuff's on the wall, though, so we'll shoot it from this angle, from my side. Your side looks a little rough.
You look a little rough.
Yeah. Well.
Damn, I'm tired.
I got a face for radio.
Can we get back on track?
Sure. NFL has fined the Baltimore Ravens $100,000 for violating the league's injury report policy by incorrectly listing quarterback Lamar Jackson's practice participation status. And I can't read the rest because you cut it off for me. Guess that's good now.
What?
It's cut off. Sorry, folks. We are going off the rails today, I think. But by incorrectly listing quarterback Lamar Jackson's practice participation status on Friday, October 24th. Do we need all that in there?
Yeah, it's important.
Okay, now we're back on
context. Lastly, for the NFL, the Eagles acquired Jair Alexander and a 2027 7th round pick from the Ravens for exchange for a 2026 6th round pick. And I don't know, it seems like the Ravens are kind of punting this season away.
Yeah, well, good for them. We don't care about them. Or do we?
They're one of the teams that I watch. I mean, I wouldn't be upset if they win a Super Bowl. Lamar deserves it. He's been good enough. But I'd rather have the Lions win.
Yeah, let's have the Lions win it.
But if they can't, I'm not going to be upset if the Ravens win it.
Okay.
Yeah. And switching over to the NFL standings, the New England Patriots are leading the AFC East at 6-2 over the Buffalo Bills, who are currently 5-2.
Yep. AFC North, Pittsburgh Steelers are 4-3.
Aaron Rodgers led.
Yeah. And the Bengals are they're 3-5. So are the Ravens. So somewhat close still. And it's still early we're only halfway through the season.
Yeah, they're barely over 500.
But neither team really is doing outstanding in that league. So
yeah.
But the AFC South, I'll let you take
exact opposite. The Colts are dominating, and a really cool picture or a video came out on the sidelines of the owner of the Colts, the widow of Jim Irsay, was out on the field taking notes, wearing the headset, talking to the coaches and everything. It was really cool.
Yep.
They're currently 7-1, and their closest adversary is the Jacksonville Jaguars at 4-3. So this is a division they are quickly pulling away from.
Yeah, and the Titans are terrible right now.
Tied for the worst record.
And the AFC West, Denver Broncos are on top at 6-2, followed by the Los Angeles Chargers at 5-3. Actually, Kansas City Chiefs too, 5-3.
Yeah,
but screw the Chiefs.
Tom Brady's Raiders are 2-5. Moving over to the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles are 6-2. Their closest competitor is the Dallas Cowboys at 3-4-1. And they're not looking too hot.
And NFC North, we got the Green Bay Packers on top at 5-1. Correction, 5-1-1. And of course, right behind them are the Detroit Lions at 5-2. So, and they are, as we're recording this, they're currently playing right now. And we're recording on a Sunday, so currently the Lions are playing the Vikings, and we're currently losing. So that standing could change very quickly. But
just 3.
Yeah.
17-14.
Yeah, I'm thinking, hopefully Lions pull this off.
Next, in the NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-2 with half of their roster half dead.
So dramatic.
Well, they don't have half of their roster. They're all injured. Fucking Mike Evans is going to miss all of the season, basically.
No, not that. Just the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Wow. And then right behind them is the Carolina Panthers at 4-4. They have steadily gotten worse. And then the Saints are 7-1, tied with the worst record in the NFL. The bottom of the division.
Yep. Seattle Seahawks in the NFC West are on top with 5-2, tied with the Los Angeles Rams.
Matthew Stafford.
Yep. They're 5-2, but right behind them, very close, is the San Francisco 49ers at 5-3. And Cardinals are only slightly better than the worst record with 2-5. So,
yeah, this is probably the closest division in all of football.
Yep.
Going into the NFL recap, the New York Jets upset the Cincinnati Bengals, just barely pulling off a last-second victory, winning 39-38. Aaron Glenn gets his first win as an NFL head coach. And, first win for the Jets was very freaking surprising. Didn't watch the game because why would you? It was the fucking Jets.
Good point.
And the Bengals without Joe Burrow, there's no reason. And just getting Twitter notifications halfway through the game. And, yeah, it was crazy. I ended up turning it on and seeing the end of it. It was an amazing game. And then the rest of these I'm probably going to go over pretty quickly because not a lot happened. The Patriots beat the Cleveland Browns 32-13. And little fun fact, the last time the Cleveland Browns beat the New England Patriots was in the 90s when Bill Belichick was the head coach of the Browns.
The Browns went down. Just like they were flushed. No? No Brown Super Bowl joke there? Taking the Browns to the... No?
That is a timely joke, but wow. Just wow. Drake May, 282 yards. Travion Henderson, 75 yards rushing. And then Mac Hollins, 89 receiving yards. We can go over the Eagles game a little bit too. The Eagles dominated the Giants.
Let's go Philly!
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of crazy Jackson Dart had more yards passing than who the fuck is their quarterback? He just won a damn Super Bowl. Who's the Eagles quarterback? Jalen Hurts. Jeez.
Yeah, Jalen.
Yeah, he had more. You didn't know it. He had more passing yards than Jalen Hurts. And
that hurts that you think I didn't know Jalen Hurts.
I know you didn't know Jalen Hurts.
I know the name, but I can't remember who it is.
Had 150 rushing yards. Devontae Smith and 84 receiving yards. Buffalo blew out the Carolina Panthers 40-9. Just a domination of them. Chicago Bears lost again. Always fuck the Bears.
The Bears
suck. What else happened? Tampa Bay dominated the Saints 23-3. Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos blew out the Cowboys 44-24.
Nice that you can get back into it since you took a lunch break here.
Sorry, I don't want to be slaved away.
My lovely wife brought down food, a whole plate of sandwiches for you. Didn't bring me.
It was one sandwich cut into 4 pieces. Calm down.
But it's still well, and I'm not hungry. But that's not the point.
You don't even like any of the shit on it.
Well, that's not the point. She brings you lunch right in the middle of recording here because we've been down here for so damn long.
We ain't been down here that long.
Well, we really haven't been, but it seems like a long time. I've been wanting to record this for hours.
It's been 3 hours.
And
you've been down here a long time.
I've been waiting for you to wake up, sleepy, since must be nice to be a king. You're sleeping in, your mom's sleeping in.
Last night. I didn't go to bed till like
that is
4
true.
in the morning.
You stayed up a lot later than me. Well, thank you for that. I got to sleep in, but holy crap.
This fucking guy.
So I don't get fed, and I'm down here.
Try harder.
See how I'm treated, folks? All right, I'm good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay, lastly, the Green Bay, for the NFL recap, shut up. Lastly, the Green Bay Packers beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, coming back to face his former team, was looking to become one of just a few players to beat every single team in the NFL.
Wow.
And sadly fell short. Mostly because we're Lions fans and Green Bay losing is always a good thing. But sadly, Jordan Love balled out 360 passing yards. Tucker Kraft, tight end, 143 receiving yards. They played amazing. And Kansas City won again on Monday night. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, 300 yards. Travis Kelce, 100 yards. They suck. I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
That's it.
All right, moving on. All right, moving on to the NBA, folks, and I apologize for the bickering back and forth there, but he's going to cut out anything that I say most likely, so you don't know. Okay, very immature. I'm about to take the damn controls once I learn how to work them because this is horse shit.
You a decade.
Well, anyway, just he's got the control of the edit button, so he's going to make it look like I'm the bad guy here, but I'm very mistreated on
I don't
got
to edit to do that.
You are very disrespectful to your father, to your Faja. And
try harder, nerd.
I'm about to.
Can we get to the NBA, please?
I'm about to throw a laptop at you.
That's an expensive weapon.
I'd throw a water bottle at you then. Anyway, let's get to the NBA. Trae Young.
Trae Young sprained his MCL in his right knee and will miss at least 4 weeks. He'll reevaluate in 4 weeks and see how he feels. But that's a pretty big blow to his team.
Yep, and Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards will miss 2 weeks with a right hamstring strain. And I know that's painful. I've had that.
Yeah, it sucks. Next, Memphis Grizzlies star Ja Morant has been suspended for 1 game for conduct detrimental to the team.
Yep, and Austin Reeves has 92 points in his last 2 games. That's the most by the Lakers on back-to-back nights since Kobe Bryant in 2007.
The year that they went to the finals and lost to, I believe, the Celtics in 6 games. How the fuck you say that guy's name?
And then Lauri Markkanen scores 51 points in a win over the Suns. That's the first 50-point game for the Jazz since 1998. So good performance for him.
And lastly, for the NBA, Giannis becomes the first player in NBA history to open a season with 100-plus points, 40-plus rebounds, and 15-plus assists through his first 3 games.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, that's just insane.
And that pretty much wraps it up for basketball. We're not going to do the standings because it's early in the season. Same thing with the NHL, but we will talk about the Red Wings real quick because they're our team, of course. And as we're recording this Sunday afternoon, the Red Wings play later this afternoon, but as of right now, they're second in the Atlantic Eastern Conference with, the Montreal Canadiens are on top of that division with 9-3 record. Wings are right behind them with 8-4. So good for the Wings. They lost their last game, but they're going into today, hopefully to get another victory. All right, well, sports fans, we are so greatly appreciative that you joined us and listen to us and like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't look at me that way. I'm just thanking the people. I haven't got to what I'm closing it out. See how I'm treated here, folks? Like, click, subscribe, share. Well, I think that's good enough. They know what I mean. If you like us, leave a comment. And we didn't do, and another thing, we forgot. We mentioned when we first started the show, we wanted to do trivia, and we kind of dropped the ball on that. Well, it's not too much. You're not even talking into your mic, dude.
There's a lot. Oh, I muted it.
You're muted for a change. Yeah, I didn't even mute you. You muted yourself so you could eat the sandwich that I never got. And you got muted yourself. So that's exactly what you get. And don't be editing me out.
I'll mute you. Shut up.
Especially if I say something funny. Would you
stop playing?
Stop playing with my microphone. Anyway, well, that pretty much wraps it up for us, folks. Thank you again for joining us. And
here's a random clip of the week.
Said that with such enthusiasm.
Shut up.
You want to try it again?
No.
Here's the random clip of the week. No?
Too much.
It is too much. Thank you and good day.
Good day.